And I'm going to present my screen. This one. And I'm going to do it this way. Now I'm seriously just considering, I am debating making this into a whole workshop and not just a webinar, because this could really be a master's degree. Now, my master's degree is in educational media, design, and technology. And so I know how to make videos, so I don't. No one knows like me how time consuming it is to make a really good video. So I would like to, if it's all right with you, run through all of my slides and then demonstrate them. Oops. I'll run through all the slides and then demonstrate some of these things, but then really I would like to focus on the parts that you're hoping to get out of this. So let me go ahead and go. So the first thing I want you to know is that it is incredibly hard. It is incredibly hard. It is incredibly hard to create engaging content. It's like super hard to create engaging content. And so I don't want you to beat yourself up. I want you to realize that there's a reason that your videos aren't that great, because no one's are that great. To put in the amount of effort to be hip Hughes, or you ever seen history teachers, YouTube? Amy Berval, I like worship her. This is from back in the day. She doesn't even do these anymore. His pleasures such a crime. The finer things in life were always mine. I get this one stuck in my head. I don't have time to make these. Do you know how long it takes her to make this music video with the custom editing? I wouldn't be able to teach. I cannot make videos like this. I mean, I could, but I won't. I don't have time for this. But so when I'm making videos, what is my next one? When I'm making videos, I realize they're probably not going to be Amy Reval. They're not history teachers. They're not going to be that great. So what I want to do is I want to put them into Google Slides for a variety of reasons, because I can't really rely on just showing the video, especially if I'm in it, which I highly discourage you from doing that. And I'll explain that in a minute. So think about if you're creating a lesson, good lesson design didn't get thrown out the window when we went remote and when we use video. All of these things are still true. How do we hook them into the lesson? How do I make it interesting? How do I pique their interest? And one of the things that's nice about using Google Slides is that it is multimedia, so I can use other elements besides just video. I can put in animations, I can put in text, and some other interactivity pieces to make it more interesting. So with Google Slides, you should know that you can embed video and other multimedia elements. And then those videos can be added from YouTube or Google Drive. Those are your only two sources. So if you have a video in Vimeo, you cannot put that into Google Slides. It will have to be YouTube or Google Drive. What's nice about using YouTube in Google Slides is it takes out the ads. It also takes out the suggested videos at the end. So if you are ever going to share a YouTube video with students, I highly encourage you to consider putting that video into a Google Slides to eliminate all of the extra stuff that you didn't want in the first place. Otherwise, you want to have Google Drive. Yes, right? And so when you insert a video, it has these format options. So this is new. So I think it's new. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this drop-down menu where it says play on click, play automatically, play manual, it looked different. Now it being a drop-down box, I think is different than it was before. Whatever. So the video, when you're in presentation mode, plays when you click on the video versus play automatically. That automatically starts when you advance to the next slide. No. Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference between play on click and manual is. I swear there was 2 options before. And so this is like new to me as of 10 minutes ago. But definitely you want the format options and to be aware of that you need to decide, should it autoplay or should it play based on you clicking on it. And this is super important if you're using Google Drive, is to make sure that the videos are visible. Whatever video you're using is in your Google Drive, which means you can see it. If it is not in your, if it's in your Google Drive, other people cannot see it. So I'll give you a tip for that. And I don't think we should ever just rely on video. We should always have text to go with it. Me personally, I'd rather poke myself in the eye with a stick than watch a video. I'm not going to watch your videos. In fact, I will tell you, I have spent hours making videos, and my videos are all short, like 30 seconds. And I don't think one of my students watched them. They don't want to watch the video for a variety of reasons. So having the text to go along with the video, I use the video to enhance my content, over be my content. And then sometimes I just press for time and I make a video, and then the video is the content because that's the best that I can do in the time that I have. And you are allowed to be human. But shorter is better. I try to make all my videos 30 seconds or less. I love a 7-second video. So what you'll notice is that in the format options, that when you insert a video into Google Slides, that you can start and end it. So you see this video in my picture here is 45 minutes. You should definitely not give kids a 45-minute video to watch. So finding that 30 seconds, 20 seconds of content that you want them to know. And then what I will do is I will duplicate the slide with the video in it, and I set it to a different start and end time so they can pause, reflect on that. I have a question to go with it that's in text, something like this. You can add audio files to your Google Slides that would play automatically. And why I did not add an audio file onto this slide, I do not know. I'm going to insert audio, and it's just going to be a random audio. And you see when I insert in the audio, it gives me the option. I'm going to say automatically. So when I present, can I say automatically? I said automatically. It's automatically. Looks like it was playing. I just don't have any sound. Well, there's my problem. You see, it's looks like it's partially played. Okay, great. So much for that demonstration. But I would be able to click for it to automatically play the audio. So as they go through the lesson, I don't have to have only video into my lesson. I can also just add audio clips. Now, whether or not it plays automatically depends on whether or not they're in present mode, which I'll get into that in a second. Hyperlink to the slides. When you create your lesson is create some navigation to get back to other parts of the lesson or to jump ahead, or to even just make basically a quiz in there that they would jump to a certain part depending on how they answered. And if you want, you could hyperlink to a Google form or a Quizzes or a Quizlet or any sort of digital check for understanding that they would pop this open into a new window, do their check for understanding, and come back to the lesson. And then you have to decide if you want the slides to be interactive or not. Meaning, that I have boxes and things for them to fill in. So they'd watch the video, they'd read the content, and then they would do something on the next slide. And then if it is not interactive, they are not typing on the slides, they have view access and not edit access. The way to do that is to use the file menu and publish to the web so that they're getting the published view of it. And if you are doing the published view of it, that you could create animations by duplicating the page as part of your whole lesson, which I was going to attempt to demonstrate, and then I just don't have it on there. Okay, so, hey, Gabby. Before I show any of these and have you try some of them, questions. Is there anything you were hoping that I would cover in this activity that I didn't mention?
Quick question.
Yes.
If we hyperlink to a
So Kimberly, I think the microphone you think you're using is a different one.
Forgive me, I forgot.
Okay, that's better.
I was using my computer mic, sorry. So if you hyperlink to quizzes or something else,
Yeah.
there's something in Google Slides that says open this in another tab. So do you format it there in Google?
It just will. So I will jump to that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a shape. Oh, you can't see my screen. How about I do that? And a window, and this one. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to insert a shape. It doesn't have to be a button, but I'm going to do a button. So it says this bevel option. And I'm going to create this. And I'm going to do check for understanding forms, google.com. Here's the one you and I just made a little bit ago, so I'll just use this one. Click on the eyeball. So I'm looking at the form to fill it out. I'm going to copy the link. Here's the URL. And back on the spreadsheet, I'm going to click on this button. I've got the button selected. Control K, hyperlink, hyperlink Control K. Or you could use the link options up in the toolbar. And I'm going to paste the link to the form. So let's see what that looks like. So when I'm in present mode, and then I click the check for understanding, you see it's now opened it up in another window. The lesson's still here in this tab, but I can fill out the form in this tab so they can switch back. So long as they close down the form, they're back to the Google Slides.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anything else that you're hoping? Is anything you're hoping that I would cover that I don't have on this list? Or is this not what you were thinking I was going to do? Okay. All right. So we'll start back up here with you can embed video and other multimedia into Google Slides. And what's nice is I can literally drag other multimedia. So I'm going to open up my Snagit here. You can't see my Snagit, but I took a screenshot and I literally just dragged it on. I'm just dragging stuff. It's random stuff from my desktop or wherever I'm using Snagit. And it just throws it in there. So that's one nice part about creating lessons in Google Slides, and how easy it is to format that on there. And do another one. I really like animations. Let me see. I should have one here. I like always. I make them all the time. That's 58 minutes. How do I get one? Okay, I'm gonna do this one. GIF. 1 second. So no, that's not it. It's this one. You see how I've now added an animated icon, not icon, this is an image, animated image, GIF image, and I do it by literally just dragging it on there. So what I do is I use Snagit. I'm going to put it this way because if you are going to get it, you get an educator discount by going to alicekeeler.com/Snagit, and you get a little bit extra discount on top of the educator discount by using that link. Fair notice, I get some sort of a kickback, although I've never seen a check from them ever, so I don't know what this kickback is. But they forced me to do this in order to give out discounts. So I'm like, whatever. So the Snagit allows me to, I can record my screen and I can make a video, and then quickly it says one button, switch it to GIF, and then I can drag it right onto my slide. So one thing to consider is to have videos that they have no sound, but they use a lot less bandwidth, and they're easier for, the students obviously don't need earbuds and things if there's no sound in the animation, and it just loops. So that's a nice part. Also, there's no play button, so it kind of forces them to watch it. So, but what we're talking about is that, I just want to show you, is I go to the insert menu, and it says video. So when I'm going to use videos in my lessons, I don't want to give the students the videos. I want to give them some context with the videos. I want to give them things to look for in the videos. And so doing it in Google Slides allows me to do that. So I go insert video, and you see here along the top, it says search by URL in Google Drive. So search is I'm searching anything on YouTube. So I'm going to put triangle wheels. Triangle wheeled bike. And I'm able to easily insert that video in there. What I really love about adding video into Google Slides is that I'm not constrained by the size. So like any object, I am able to resize it. Like I can have this like a small video. So especially if I want the video to enhance some content, I can just stick it up in the corner. So you'll see I can actually play it. Oops. I can play it right in the slides. I made it small, but the video itself will still play even though I'm in edit view. So whether or not I want the students to be interactive with this, like what's awesome about Google Slides, it is this multimedia canvas that's collaborative where I can have the students do things in it and I can add video elements to enhance the interactivity. And it might be just me talking and just giving them some short directions or just like a key thing that I want them to know. Or it might be a YouTube video or something more substantial for them to do on there. I'm going to use insert. I'm going to go to video. And instead of searching, I'm going to go to Google Drive. You see, this is the third option. By URL is when I go to YouTube and I find it on YouTube and I paste the link there instead of searching for it. Yes, this search is YouTube, so I already have it. And the third one is Google Drive. So if you have videos in your Google Drive, you can just find the video. Look at that. There's nothing better than a really awkward pause. You have no control over it, so it just becomes a game of how awkward can the video still be. And so this is in Google Drive. I just have my video in there. I go to the insert menu and I choose video and it sticks it right in there. So before we get any further, I would like you to try it if you've never done it. Can you please do slides.new and then use the insert menu and insert video, and I want you to choose Google Drive. Now, if you don't have a video in your Google Drive, you won't be able to do it, but if you would give it a go, I'd like you to see what these things look like as I kind of go over them. So I'm just going to wait for a minute for you to create a Google Slides, please. Go to the insert menu, choose video, and add from Google Drive. I love Google Drive because it's not YouTube, and I don't have to explain that.
Alice, can I ask a question?
Please do.
So I've been loving Snagit. I mean, I'm using it. I've got this huge library. Best thing ever.
It is the best thing.
Did you say Snagit will let you make a GIF?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, great.
I am going to present the entire screen so you can see the whole process. Now, stay there, Brenda, because I'm going to use Snagit to make a video of us waving, okay? Hold on one second. I'm going to select just me and you. Okay, and then I'm going to record a video. Okay, wave, Brenda, wave. Wait, it hasn't started yet. It's going to. Okay, now we're waving. Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, so you can see my Snagit video thing that it made. For 4 seconds, we waved.
And how did you record? How do you Snagit?
Yeah, did you know? Are you saying you didn't know you could do video with Snagit, or you didn't know you could do GIFs with Snagit?
No, I didn't know you could do either. I was saying the GIF, but I didn't know you could do video with Snagit either.
Well, that feels like a whole other webinar that we should have. All right, well, I recorded video with Snagit. You can see it's down here in the tray at the bottom. Here's my
Gotcha.
video. Do you notice that when I hover over the video, it says GIF?
Ah,
That's
why I've never seen that before.
I just click that. Makes my animation. Come on, that's cool, right? And then I literally drag it onto my Google Slides. Check that.
Sweet. And that just pops up anytime you record a video with Snagit.
Well, when I go to do a snag with Snagit, it has two options. One is a screenshot, and then one right next to it's video.
Okay, so if I were to snag you right now, it would be a video.
Well, there's two options. You got to click the video option, but yeah. Give it a go. All right, but now for those of you watching the Google Slides, you see what this GIF does is it makes the video and it makes it loop. And now I don't have to listen to my voice, which is awesome. And you see it just keeps going and going and going. So that's one of my favorite things about using Google Slides. I can add, I mean, it was easy for me. I literally dragged it in. Yeah. It's a little better. Look how good we look, Brenda. Just remember,
so I always,
person
I know how,
double chin is you.
What's that?
I said, just remember, the only person who thinks you have a double chin is you.
Yeah, there you go.
I never look at someone and think, wow, they have a double chin. And yet even earlier today, I had my computer like in my lap and I'm looking up, I'm like, that's not a good look.
I got it all the time.
That's really important to point out, though, as we're talking about making video lessons, is it is more important for you to have your, if you are going to make a video, have your face in there. If you're worried that the kids think you look weird, don't worry about it. They think you look weird. You know, Brenda, your hair looks very nice, but I bet the kids think you look weird anyway.
You got to embrace it.
It's not a dick. You know the best thing ever? Not being 15. Just don't. I wore makeup one day this year. We are 9 weeks into school. I wore makeup to school one day because I'm thinking, the kids don't care. Why am I doing my makeup every day? I'm 44. I give up. And they're like, Miss, are you wearing makeup today? I'm like, how do you even notice? There goes that theory, I guess. Right, so you can add video from YouTube or Google Drive. And so I want to do that because we want to look at those format options. So if you have your Google Slides, you should have inserted a video. And when you inserted the video, it would automatically come up with format options on the side. You've got this sidebar with the video playback in the format options. If you don't see it, so like I'm going to go to a different page, I click off of it, I come back. I'm going to click on the video. I don't have, Marie, that's hilarious.
It was crazy.
I don't have those format options. And so what you have to see is it is actually up here in the toolbar. So I would like you to please, if you've got the format options open on the side, we just close it for a second just so we can do this together. Is how do we get it back? You have to have the video selected. So you'll see as I click off to the side of the slide, the toolbar says background, layout, theme, transition. But then when I click on the video itself, now it says format options up in the toolbar. So I click format options and those video options come back. So click on the drop-down list. Do you want to do on click, play automatically, or play manual? I'm going to do automatically. I'm going to back this up and click present.
Could we drive our car?
want to see myself. So, when I do the default, which is, or excuse me, the default is on click. When I go to play automatically, when I advance to the next slide, it plays automatically. But what it does not do, see, I'm on slide 12, and then I go to the next slide, it does not play automatically because I'm in edit mode. So the play automatically is only when you're in present mode. Now the students can still click on it. I just double click on it in the, yes, that is an excellent freeze frame right there at 2 seconds. So I'm gonna start this at 2 seconds. So we can just start off with the awkward. So let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna click present. It is playing automatically.
Can we drive our car?
What happened here? I said 2 seconds. I just not push enter. Play automatically. Start at 2 seconds. Present. Come on.
Can we drive our cars with truck?
There we go. So I had this big pause at the beginning and have a little bit at the end because I had to start and stop the video. So when I click on it, you can choose the start and stop time. So you're just showing the good part. Right, so Nancy, I'm getting into that, but I'll answer it now. Is, do I have them do it in edit mode or do I have them do it in present mode? And the answer is yes. Depends on my mood, depends on what I want them to do. I give it to them in present mode if it's a straight up lesson. Like watch this, take notes, fill out a Google form, something like that. But if I want to, I mean, this is the best part, right? I can shrink this up. First of all, you see less of my mug, so that's better. And then let me change this layout so it has a placeholder in it. So I say, in the box below, explain why cars do not have square wheels. Miss, I don't get it. Did you watch the video? By the way, they didn't. But you see how I can have this video there where I know they're going to get hung up on this. Like, what do you want me to put in there? So that's where I would start doing, these are where I put Screencastify videos. I don't put Screencastify videos to record my lesson because trust me, no one wants to watch me talk. I'm going to do webcam only. I'm going to do record. Hey, I got flustered there and I don't know why. It opened up in full screen and then it threw me off. Just hold on. I'm going to try that again. And I'm just going to remember that it opens up in full screen. I should know, just on video, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to record this. You won't be able to see me recording. Hey, so no, you don't know why cars don't have square wheels. Or maybe you think you do, but you're making a hypothesis. Why do you think car manufacturers don't put square wheels on your car? I love using Screencastify because it automatically saves to Google Drive. So you see here in the sidebar, it says Google Drive. It's uploaded into here. Here's the problem. It just takes some time for the video to render. Now I can insert it in there right now. I like to name it so it doesn't say untitled. Back in my slides, I can go insert, I can go video. Come on. I go to recent. And you see here I have my make a hypothesis video, but it is this icon, it's the red icon. It has not rendered yet. So when I stick it in there, it's a black box. Now it will still work. It will still work. You know, if the students come later and they click the play button on there, it will run. The problem is that when you insert the video, it decides what the screen grab is, what the still shot is. So right now it's decided that the still shot, the screen grab is black and it will never update it. the thumbnail for this video will never update. So to be on the safe side, I put the black video in there, right? That's the video I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna come back later and swap it out, which is why it's a good idea if you do use Screencastify to name it, maybe even put the slide number on it. This is slide number 13. Oh, that can change. Because it can take quite a while. In fact, I started creating a lesson for you before the webinar, and this video that I made to insert on there, it just felt, I mean, usually it's not so long because I keep my videos really short. I prefer 5-second videos, 7-second videos, less than 30 seconds for sure. They're gonna be much more likely to click on them if they know they're not like committed for a long period of time. So if I keep all my videos 30 seconds or less, I have a higher probability that they will watch them. Also, I don't say I don't talk slowly, I don't repeat myself, I don't bore the snot out of everybody. You know, like get in, get out, and be enthusiastic on your video. I was working on an online doctorate, and I can't tell you how many of these videos started with 5 seconds of dead air space. Hi. Today, we are, no, we're not. No, we're not. I'm not watching this. Research shows people decide in the first 10 seconds whether or not they're going to watch your video. So you got to make that first 10 seconds, capture them, and hey, guess what? My whole video is 10 seconds. You know what's great about doing it on Google Slides? I don't have to make the video all in one take. How many times have you recorded a video where you like did it really good and you were on a roll and then you just said something wrong? You said solve instead of simplify. Math teacher, right? Just like that's a big difference. I don't want to edit it. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Those aren't the same thing. So, but when I only have like a 7-second video and a 30-second video, it's so easy for me to swap it out. So I would say my first bit, put it on this slide, and then I just add another slide that has my next bit in it. So if I'm going to do the proof of the quadratic formula by completing the square, I'm going to do it like this. Da-da-da. Stop presenting. I'm going to present my entire screen. Okay. And put this over here. Okay, right? So in the first step, I'm going to click on Screencastify. Okay, you have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. That's standard form. Standard form. You see how I'm like I'm into it. I'm animated. I'm loud. I am standing up. That is a really good key to making a good video. Stand up. One of your tricks is you want to make sure that it's not looking up your nose, so your video camera is above you, and that you're standing up so that you can actually get into there. How long is this? I have an 11-second video. So I say step 1, quadratic formula. Okay, step 2, record. It is really hard when you have a leading coefficient. Like ax squared, that's just hard to factor when you've got that leading coefficient. Like, let's get rid of it. Stop. Step 2, leading coefficient. No, don't play.
It is really.
Okay, look at that. Okay, next one. That one's 11 seconds also. So we're going to divide. It's ax squared. It's a times x squared. They're multiplied together. And the inverse property is divide. So I want to divide all the terms by a. So we're going to divide by a and have a leading coefficient. Well, a divided by a is 1. So I have a leading coefficient 1, but it looks like none. But there is 1. It's 1. How long was that one? Don't be 11 seconds. 20.
Nope. So we're going to divide.
I come back to my lesson. I'm going to insert video. actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my videos, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go get a drink of water. I have some water right here. Because you can see my videos have not yet rendered. So I'm going to put this. Now I can do this one of two ways, right? I can make it big. It's primarily part of it. And then where is my equatio? AX squared plus BX plus C equals 0. Insert. All right, and then I'm going to make another video. Go insert video. Now here's the step 2. I'm going to insert this again, but this time I'm going to get an arrow. Make this fatter. Make it red. So I can have some visual to go alongside next to my video. On this one, just must be in standard form. So the first thing you're going to see that I have here is you do not have to watch my video. If you have low bandwidth, if you forgot your headphones, if you're just like me and you just don't want to watch a video, I don't want to watch a video. A lot of my students do not want to watch a video. I have all the information here. It has to be in standard form. I'm going to write a times x squared. So the inverse property is to divide by a. And then the next step, I'm going to insert my video. And on this one, still there, over A, over A, over A, over A, yes. All right, so I'm breaking it down, all the pieces that I want to do. Even if I was diagramming a sentence, giving history facts, I don't have to load up the slide. In fact, that's just good practice. You've heard of this rule. You shouldn't have more than 5 words on a slide. And so same kind of idea as I break it down to little pieces. The other way that I could have done this, because slides are so awesome, I'm going to insert video. I'm going to get step 1, shrink it up. Yes. Insert video. Step 2. Insert video. Step 3. Space these guys out. So the cool part about putting it in slides is I'm creating a playlist. I want to take short clips. I want to try and find things that are interesting and engaging if I can. So you can see here on my quadrilateral equilaterals triangle. Okay, I'm in present mode.
Can we drive our cars with triangles as wheels?
I have that nice 6-second video, goes along with my text. And so what I've got here now is I've got a YouTube video of the Mythbusters rolling their car with square wheels. Now, it's a 5-minute video. The kids might find that interesting, but I'm going to want to cue this up just to the part where the thing. Okay, so this is at 53. And then I probably just want 10 seconds of it. So I'm going to do 0, 0, 63. And I want this one to play automatically. And I want this one to play automatically. Okay, let's take a look.
Could we drive our cars with triangles as wheels?
They're off to a bumpy start. But as Jamie accelerates, the ride seems to get smoother.
So I'm able to integrate it. That's a YouTube video. I didn't show the entire 5 minutes of a YouTube video, which is a definite advantage, because if you are using YouTube videos and you just add them into like Google Classroom and you link to them, it's the whole thing. And what's great about Mythbusters and some of these is they, you know, the whole 5 minutes is interesting, but a lot of videos are not necessarily. Now, you saw me just right now that I made step 1 of the quadratic formula, step 2 of the quadratic formula, step 3 of the quadratic formula. How much time do you guys have? I mean, I gotta make dinner and stuff. I mean, how long do you have to put all of these together to create those videos? So what I'm more likely to do is I'll make a couple of those that are 5 seconds, 7 seconds, more so like encouraging, or just that one piece that I want them to get out of it. And you saw how I try to be real, like, oh my gosh, you guys, super animated. It's easy to be super animated for 10 seconds. It's not easy for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, etc. So just get those few seconds in there. Throw a couple of zinger things if you do want to put yourself in. But then what do you teach that's not on YouTube? So, okay, you go onto YouTube, the History Channel, whatever, has a 2-hour documentary on the history of the Roman Empire. Cool. Let's go find one of these. I'm going to go to YouTube. How about I screen share that? Window. All right, so I'm going to do rolling square wheels. Okay, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm going to capture the link at the top. I'm going to go into my video lesson. I'm going to add a slide, insert video, and this one's YouTube. So I'm going to do YouTube by URL. I went and got this video off of YouTube. But I only want to show the first 35 seconds. 25 seconds. They automatically, yeah. Okay. Hey, how come it didn't stick? You got to check these things. Let me do 15 seconds. Enter. Okay. So this is going to play for 15 seconds, just the first 15 seconds. I'm going to click on the left side in what's called the film strip. So I'm over here on the left-hand side, number 4. I'm going to Control-D, duplicate, and make slide 5. So these are the same slides, same video, but in this case, I now want to go from 15 seconds to 45 seconds. Come on. There we go. Double check that it actually edited it. So then they're not having to watch the whole thing all at once, and I can stop in the middle and put a pause. Not sure so bump here. Right where I can give them a focus question. I could add my own video in there where I'm explaining what they should see in this next clip. Notice this. So I can break it up and really create some instructional content out of it. So if you would please go to YouTube and find any video. Yeah, find any video. We'll start with that. Copy it to your clipboard. So Nancy, the tool that I'm using for math is Equagio. It's the word equation with no N. It is by TextHelp, the same company that does read and write, and it does voice typing, which is quite amazing. And I Apologize for always doing math examples, but I am a math teacher, so I feel more comfortable. Yeah, well, good. See, then Nancy and me fit right in. We like to do math. The rest of you all have hives. Okay, so you have any YouTube video link. And what I'd like you to do is in your Google Slides, wait, yeah, I'm still presenting. In your Google Slides, I'm going to do a blank slide. It doesn't really matter. Add a slide. Insert video. And you're going to, by URL, you're going to paste the link to your video. Select. Start with that, okay? So insert video from YouTube with the video that you found. I'll give you a couple seconds. Okay, what you're going to do is Control D. And you Control D. So you're going to click over on the left side on the film strip. You're going to select that slide in the film strip and do Control D, Control D, Control D. So I'm going to break up this video. If my video is more than 30 seconds, I'm going to break it up into 30-second or less chunks. I love a 4-second link, like a video. 4 seconds is awesome. And just plays one right into the next one. So what's the difference? The difference is I can add content. I can explain and talk the students through it. I can talk them through it by adding a short Screencastify video, or I can talk them through it by just adding some text. But I think you should always, always have text. What is not a transcript of the video, although I think as public entities, we really should have transcripts for any videos that we provide students, but neither here nor there. I'm not trying to give them a transcript of the video. The video should enhance my content. What is the key takeaway? If you didn't watch this video, here's the piece of information that you needed. Again, if a student has low bandwidth, they can't watch the video. Well, we've all been sitting there trying to watch a video where we do have good bandwidth and the darn thing spins and it just won't load. Is there anything more maddening than that? So having that key information available in text helps students who don't want to watch the video, can't watch the video. You're going to single click on the YouTube video, and on the side in the format options, switch to play automatically, and then cut up your start and end times. So 0000 to 00:15. And what's good about this, enter, you got to push enter or something. Make sure it says 15. What's good about this is it allows me to put that content, there's no ads. So I can get that content to the students with no ads, no suggested videos at the end. So I'm going to take a watch of this. Okay, so what's going on here? Catherine the Great was from Russia. I don't even have to spend that much time making the font look cool. I mean, I'm going to put my Bitmoji on there. Can we be honest? Anyone who knows me, I'm going to put my Bitmoji on there. But I got a little video clip. I put some information on it. I'm going to go to the same video. I'm going to pick this up at 15, and it is going to go to 0:23. I should have made that into, now if I was smart, before I duplicated it, I would have set the plays automatically. Now I Control D. I duplicate it with my video in there. So at least that setting of plays automatically is ready to go. I'm gonna make this one 145, 158. Okay, what does this one say? Okay, I don't even know what that means. Pugachev was caught. Pugachev. I don't even feel the need to use complete sentences, honestly, but like, here's the key information that's in this video. And if you want to explain that, like, I don't get it, watch the video. Okay, you are inserting a YouTube video. You are selecting the video and in the format options on the side, choosing it to play automatically. And then on the sidebar, you're selecting the slide that has the video and Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, putting the video in there a bunch of times so you can cut up into small chunks. And then put a text box on there just for fun. Just humor me. You don't have to make it for reals. So just practice just a little bit, add a text box, resize the thing so it's not so big, or maybe you want it bigger. And what's your start and end time? And then on the next one, pick up where you left off. Or you can leave out a whole chunk in the middle. This has got to be the easiest way to video edit a YouTube video of all time. If you were to have like, this video is good, it's just really long, and I don't like this one part. How many times have you watched a video and you're like, I want to do this with my students, but they say the F word in there one time? You know what I'm talking about. I one time was I wanted the Ferris Bueller, you know, the where he drives the car in reverse. And I'm doing absolute value because when you drive the car in reverse, you're still traveling miles. And of course, did not roll the odometer backwards. Remember what I started this with? I said, your videos need to have a hook. Like, how do you make them want to even do your lesson? We're going to graph lines and shade the area under the graph. No. Right? Why do they care about that? Once we start doing lessons that we're including video anyway, go find a video that gets them some sort of hook. So I'm doing absolute value. So I want to start with this video of Ferris Bueller. No, it's not Ferris Bueller. It's Ferris Bueller talking about going in reverse. And you would not believe how many times they say the F word in that clip. Like a lot. And I was feeling real stubborn that I really wanted that video clip, although, you know, 2020, none of my students know who Ferris Bueller is. I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to type in absolute value Ferris Bueller, see what comes up. This is me with 23,000 views.
Don't hog all the glory, guys.
The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT, California. Less than 100 were made.
Doesn't deserve such a fine automobile.
Oh, yeah.
No. Apparently, you don't understand.
Wow.
All right, you see that this video clip is 3 minutes long? Nowhere in there is the F word. I used iMovie, and painstakingly removed every single one of them. Do you know how long that took me? Like a really long time. So now you can just stick the video in Google Slides, edit the times. Okay, if there's that many F words, probably this isn't a good solution. But if you need the Ferris Bueller video without the F word, here you go, because I made it for you. Boom. That's for you. Nancy's using it in her lesson tomorrow. An absolute value. All right, what is extra important is that your video is visible, and by default, it is not. So what I need you to do is to please go to Google Drive. You're going to go to drive.google.com. You are going to create a new folder. You're going to create a new folder. Am I just presenting the window? Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to a window. Okay, so I'm in Google Drive. You're going to create new folder, and we're going to call it videos for students or something like this. Because what we're going to do is we're going to change the sharing permissions on this folder so that if all my videos, I put my videos in this folder and then I never mess up. If you had to manually change the sharing settings on all your videos, what percentage would you forget to change the sharing settings? 90%, 95%? Oh, you're better than me? Doubt it. I pretty much won't. I will forget to change the video settings. So we are going to do a new folder, videos for students. Create. I'm going to right click and go to share. Right click and choose share. And I'm not sharing with anybody in particular. So I'm going to come down where it says restricted. I want to change the link. I want to change the link. And it defaults to my school. It defaults to my school. So I want to change that from my school to anyone with the link. Anyone with the link is a viewer. Anyone on the internet. Now don't worry about it. Bye, Gabby. Don't worry about it. People aren't going to find it on accident. They have to know this whole long weird ID number. You see this 1 lowercase o underscore 9 lowercase q uppercase u uppercase. No one's going to guess this. So unless they have the folder, unless they have the link to the videos, no one will find it. Click done. And I'm done. Right? I've made the folder. It has a little man icon on it. So any videos that I make, so let me do my entire screen. Stop presenting. I'm going to do my entire screen. And I'm doing that so you can see that I have in my Snagit, I have a video, and I'm going to drag that video into Google Drive. Come on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Snagit will let me drag pictures. Here, check this out. I can drag the picture in there. I'm uploading that. It won't let me drag. To do the video, I have to drag the icon at the top. Now we'll do it. So it's now uploading the video. And my videos are in Google Drive. And if they're in Google Drive and they're in this folder called Videos for Students, and I made the folder called Videos for Students is anyone can view, then I know that when I insert these videos, they'll be viewable. So I come back here, I go insert video from Google Drive. I'm going to go to recent. Where's my video? Bye, Nancy. So Nancy, just real quick. Oh, she's gone. Oh no, she's gone. I'll get in the video. Why is this still loading? All right, just my internet chokes when I got all these video things going on. It should be there. Insert video. Bye, Brenda. Forget it. Right? If it was loading, I would insert video. It would be visible. It would be on there. They could see it. I would single click on the video. I would choose for it to play automatically or when they click it, whichever your choice is. If you're in edit mode, like you're not giving it to them in present mode, it doesn't matter if it plays automatically or not. But it will when I play here. It should still play at 15 seconds. Come here. Play. Queued up at 15 seconds. So even when they're playing it in the slide without exiting, the starts and ends at still works. We already went over this. We're going to do with text. We did the start at. If you want to, you can add audio files. So when you make a video in Screencastify, if you click download, it says export audio only. Export audio only. So you can have some elements in your lesson that's just the standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 without having to have video necessarily to go with it. If I click export audio, it's actually exporting to Google Drive. So if you would please go back to your Google Drive, go back to your Google, it's 7:03. I should have been done 3 minutes ago. All right. That will teach me. I'm going to search for a folder. And the folder I want is the Screencastify folder. So if you'll search for the Screencastify folder and change the sharing permissions on the Screencastify folder, then you can be sure that all of your videos are visible from the Screencastify folder. And then the last thing then I need to make sure that I show you is that when you make your lesson and you're done, you do File, and you choose Publish to the Web, Publish to the Web. And I don't want it to auto advance, so I'm not going to check any of those buttons. I'm just going to click Publish. And I'm going to copy this link right here. And when I give you this link, oh, no, it's not. Okay, super. When I give you this link, it's going to open up in present mode, and you'll be able to progress through the lesson at your pace, watch the video clips as you're ready, and then go on to the next part. If you had a Google form or quizzes or something that you wanted to link to, just hyperlink the text. It pops it into a new tab, and they can come right back to their lesson. So, questions?
Oh, there, I unmuted myself. The famous, you're muted. I don't have all the same options of play automatically. I still have the autoplay when presenting check at the bottom.
Do you want to screen share it?
Sure.
So like
Mine's
I said,
the same.
like
Okay.
it changed today. I just feel like it looked different, so that's what confirmed for me that I have an update that you don't have.
Okay. So
you want to, if you screen share it, I'll
yep.
take.
So like right here, it just has this at the bottom. It doesn't have.
Right. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. You know those moments where you just feel like you're crazy or something?
Okay.
Yesterday? Okay, so that's where I was saying, like, wait, there's 3 options? I don't remember there being 3 options. So to be honest with you, the on click or with manual, I don't know what that means, and I'm going to play with it later, but it was,
okay.
it was to me today. So basically what would happen is when they go to the next slide, they have to actually click on the video itself to launch it, or it plays automatically.
Okay.
So they have to click on it themselves anyway.
Maybe I have to shut down and restart my computer to get the update.
No, definitely not. That's not how that works. So, new features roll out over 2 weeks. So whatever it is, and it's like a lottery Yeah, I see some people on Twitter, they're like, other people at my school got it. They don't roll it out by domain. They just some people get it.
Okay. So we'll wait. We'll be patient.
Some people will get it. But basically that play automatically and that checkbox are 100% exactly the same.
Okay.
Any other questions? Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Take care.
I have one question.
Of course, please.
I just didn't get that last thing that you showed with the publishing to the web. So when I did the thing with the folders, but I didn't get that.
No problem. Happy to do it again. This one. Yep. So I either just give the students the share link, where it says copy link.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reason I would do that is because I want them to be able to see the film strip and to navigate around manually. More likely, I'm going to make a copy for them so that they can be more interactive with it. They do things with it. They collaborate with other people. And the videos, a lot of times, are in there to kind of give them those directions that I would have said, but this allows them to get started right away. So if I'm not doing that, I do file and I do publish to the web. And you'll see the options, the default option is to auto advance.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really the default option. I have to actually check it. Yes, I believe I have to checkbox start slideshow. I'm almost positive of this. I'm going to click on this link over here just to double check. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So this first checkbox where it says auto advance the slides every second, every 5 seconds, every 30 seconds, that only works if I have this first checkbox checked. So basically, I don't. Now, could I create the whole thing as a self-paced lesson where it just keeps going to the next slide, keeps going? I could. And in that case, it's a little trickier. So let's say I'm going to have it advance every 3 seconds. Then I have to think about, for each slide, that it's only going to be shown for 3 seconds, and it's going to go to the next slide automatically. Ooh, don't lean on that chair, Alice. If you have embedded videos, let's just say that's probably not a great idea to automatically advance through. I'm trying to think of the circumstances where I would check this first checkbox. I'm not thinking of too many. I just wouldn't. The start so automatically where it advances.
Mm-hmm.
Where I use that, have you seen my slides timer?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the publish to the web view. You'll notice that it starts with alicekeeler.com/3 minutes. It's switched actually to docs.google.com. And this is a Google Slides in publish to the web view that's advancing automatically every second.
Oh, cool.
So other than that, I don't think I use that feature. The reason I use it is because I want to have my Google Slides embedded in my website and the kids just see it rotating with like announcements or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do.
Yeah.
Most likely when I'm blogging is when I would use that feature.
Mm-hmm.
So far as a student lesson, I can't think of a good reason.
Okay. But do you have to do the publish to the web if you've already done the other sharing permissions?
You don't have to. It's just, how does it look? Do you see how this looks with this nice, it's got the black bars in here just because of the size of the window. Okay. It's just a nicer view.
So it just looks better.
It does.
Okay. That explains it. Okay. Thank you so much.
You know what? I lied. It's not just that. You know the part where the video plays automatically? It has to be in present mode. So publish to the web forces present mode.
Okay.
If you give them just the link, they have to click present.
Yeah. That it used to be on the old Google sites. There was something you could embed that did that.
Oh, you can
in
do
the
that.
old-fashioned Google sites. But
the new one, when you embed the slides.
There was something that you could embed a banner or something like that, and then it would put a Google slide thing in there and then advance it automatically. But anyway, it's passé anyway. Don't need that anymore.
All right. You want me to show you how to do it?
No, that's okay. I'm too tired.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
I still have to drive home.